Hello, David.
Belinda, how are you?
You just mentioned you were French Canadian. Is that correct, or is that just your name?
Yeah, no, my parents were French Canadian. I grew up in a French Canadian house in New England. They spoke French when I was a kid.
Okay. I didn't see a whole lot of details in your biography, so I'd like to just ask you about what is your life like on Earth and what brought you to poetry?
So right now my life is really good. I'm retired and I'm just puttering around and writing I started writing poetry when I was in high school. I wrote uh, then and then I didn't write as much for a long period of time. And I wrote one a year or something like that, and it wasn't very much. I just dabbled in it. And then I had these poems that were sitting in a box in my office, and I'm like, I should do something with these. And then with self-publishing coming as an option, I self-published a book, and then I didn't have enough poems to do it, so I started writing again, and now I'm writing. I've got like four small books and reading a lot on open mics and stuff. So it's really I used to do it and I did it for a while and now I'm back in swimming along.
I suppose that's how you met a lot of the beat poets like Debbie and there's a lot of them around Connecticut.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So uh she had a open mic in my town.
Hmm.
So that's how we met. I went down there and started reading the open mics and then started going to the festivals and I do some volunteering, helping set up and stuff like that. And it's like I'm actually the closest poet to the festival.
Oh, so
It's only like 3 miles.
have you been attending that for many years?
Probably 5 or 6 years.
Uh, so before you retired, what is your background? It seems very interesting to me in a way.
So I fixed looms, woolen weaving machines, and textile mills for 30 years. And then after that, after the mills closed, I got into solar energy, and I was a solar energy service technician for 15 years, and then I retired. So it's been a lot of hands-on stuff.
I saw somewhere that your machine repair brought on methodical reasoning woven into poetry.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's how I kind of describe it because I don't have a poetry background, but you know, I've read a lot of machine manuals and figured out how to fix a lot of mechanisms. So I kind of I could people say that they see that in my poetry.
Oh, so you are practicing and promoting a sustainable lifestyle. Please tell me more about that. Like, what is your some details about your lifestyle?
Yeah, so we live in a solar house. We got solar electric, and it takes care of all of our electricity and our heat. And we've got electric car that we charge with their solar, and I got a solar cooker. I cook a lot of meals in the solar cooker, and we heat with firewood that I grow. Not I don't grow, but I harvested on our property. We only got an acre and a half, but I'm able to get enough wood for the year right here. So uh, and I try to promote that. I was on the Connecticut Solar Energy Association for, I don't know, 30 years, and we used to have seminars and kind of help people figure out what solar is all about.
Well, when did this passion begin with you? Were your parents interested in the same thing, or did this come later in life?
No, it actually started my grandfather, Pepe, we called him. Uh, he was lived up in Maine, and he was a loom fixer also. So our whole family came down to New England to work in the woolen mills, and kind of like a lot of French Canadians. And so he had done some stuff when I was younger, even before teens. He had built a little greenhouse, solar greenhouse, and so he kind of inspired me.
Mhm.
Uh, but more so, I was more into the environment. Trying to help with the environment and anti-nuclear, and that's where I kind of ran into a lot of solar stuff, and that's how I started. But it was very early on. I mean, I built my first solar collector in 1983.
So you're more of a nature person, very much a nature
Yes.
person.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
And you never lived in Canada?
No, no, no,
You visit?
no, no. Well, I used to when I was a kid, but not anymore. I'd like to get up there someday.
So I read somewhere that you explain your describe your poetry as eco-transcendental. Can you explain that a little further?
Sure, sure. Like I kind of feel that we're all part of the earth, and poetry can help us make that connection and kind of transcend our mind and spirit to be kind of one with nature.
Can you give me, would you like to read a few poems that illustrate this eco-transcendental
Oh,
style?
sure, sure. This is from my first book, Poems from the Biosphere.
And is that available on Amazon or somewhere else?
Yes, yep, yep. You can find it on Amazon. Yep. Stars, stars, speckling spectacularly brilliant in the deepest deep black dome. From each star speeds a fine beam of starlight straight into our eyes. A minuscule strand of star ray path shooting through the interstellar heavens, joining us to cosmic bodies with a line of light and sight. Streaming at light speed, tiny starlight photons from many trillions of miles away, entering our biological liquid-filled light-sensing sensors, connecting us simultaneously to all the visible stars in the starlit night. We stargaze inundated and astounded, creel these fiber optical luminescent threads of sparkling sunlight through the firmament, from faraway ancient buoyant suns into our consciousness. Embed your silvery blue and golden red glows into our brains for us to hold dear in reflection and recollection. Cosmic heavenly bodies of heaven, your quantity dazzles. Your quality is staggering. Your 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 staggering astrological distance defies comprehension and shrinks us into minuteness. Faces tilted upward, arms outstretched, we twirl dance under the breathtaking sky of night, enlightened by starlight, celestially synced. Divine starry space, we share in your euphoria.
All right. I see the transcendental, eco-transcendental. Okay. Were you surprised when you received the Beat Point Laureate of Connecticut Award this year?
Yes, I was. I was. I've hung out with a lot of the poets and gone to the events and stuff, and I always helped them at a much higher level than me, and so it was very exciting to get it, and so yes, I was surprised.
Would you like to read another poem for perhaps another one of your books?
Sure. This is from Every Star Sends a Love Light Beam. And that's on Amazon also. Thinking like a crystal, clear as winter night, in a silent vein of quartz visible on granite outcrop. Sinking into the rock formation, into the center of crystalline depths. There, encased in dense quartz, suspended in manifestation, a single bonded molecule of mineral, quiet as a jewel, calm as rock, surrounded in cool touch sensations, immersed in matter vibrant, feeling how a gemstone feels, pink light of dawn glow, passing into translucent band of semi-precious, glassy mini monoliths, sound muffled by density, humming the note of stone, happily enveloped by peace, glad to be delightful in a delightful solid state.
What did it mean to you to be chosen as the Beat Poet Laureate of Connecticut? And do you plan some projects that you had not previously thought you would do around this title?
Um, I mean, it means a lot to me. It really does. As far as projects go, I'm trying to branch out more to get into more Zoom meetings and more open mics and that kind of thing. And that's what I've been doing. And I guess we're going to have something in Collinsville with uh, Virginia setting something up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great. I'm trying to also expand. I read at one of the No Kings rallies, and so I'm trying to expand a little bit into more political stuff.
Oh, that is interesting to me. Do you happen to have what you read at No King's Rally?
Oh, sure. So I read this every year at the um, Goddess Festival that the Beat Poetry uh, puts on, and it's called Lady Liberty. Stands the greeter in the harbor. Stands she proud and true. Up she holds her torch of freedom for the world to view. She lights the darkness of oppression. She lights the night of tyranny. She frees the multitudes that pass her. She liberates with liberty. American hostess, her beacon beckons far across the sea, shining hope throughout the earth for democracy. Exercising free speech with a silent declaration, she welcomes the arrivals. Immigration builds a great nation. Free to publish, free to worship, free to be who we wish to be, to choose our leaders, to choose our future, to choose our destiny. United with her people behind her, she maintains her stance, never flinching, never ducking, dancing her motionless dance. Through times pleasant and times gloomy, her beauty does inspire as she serves her nation, represents her people, and lifts our spirits higher. What she stands for, the brave have bled for, to keep us safe and free, gentle in nature, strong in stature. She is the Lady Liberty.
All right. That's a good one. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, David. It's nice to talk with you and share and to hear you share your poetry with us. And
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
congratulations. All
Yeah, thank you. Nice meeting you.
right. Bye-bye.
So long.